All right, we will keep an eye on it. In the meantime, let's bring in House Republican Leadership Chairwoman Elise Stefanik. Good morning to you. Very busy morning as we wait to hear from the leaders there on the Hill. And there's a lot of consternation still, as you know, from the far right. These fiscal hawks who say they do not trust what is going on so far with spending. It doesn't actually serve the American people because it doesn't get to the underlying problem. How do you convince them otherwise?
So first of all, we've made tremendous progress. It is very important that we unlock the reconciliation, as President talks about his one big beautiful bill to secure the border, unleash American energy independence, and cut taxes. This budget resolution is an important part of that process. We are moving in the right direction. We passed the rule yesterday. I was proud to be one of the deciding votes to get that done. And I know that this leadership team is working to make sure that we're representing President Trump and the American people to get this done. We're being fiscally responsible and ensuring that the policies that President Trump ran and won on, that we're able to get this done. So I am optimistic that we will continue to work through. This is a slim majority. Everyone knows that. But we continue to have those member conversations.
And I think, that slim majority is one of the reasons you are here with us today as the new chairwoman of the conference. Here's Congressman Rich McCormick. This is how he feels about what's happening.
So most of the fiscal hawks, which is about, who the people are, but we're concerned that we're going to get rolled in the final reconciliation, so we're going to put some word in there I think that should make it better.
The president has made it clear he wants this. Aren't you defying him?
Nobody's defying the president. We're trying to support the president's legacy.
Do you think that's how the president will see it if this doesn't go?
Well, the president is a master deal maker. We've seen that whether it's on tariffs or whether it's on working with Congresses in the past during his first term. And he has tremendous relationships with every single Republican senator, every single House Republican. And he also believes deeply in fiscal responsibility as well as economic growth. We believe we can achieve both. Fiscally responsible, important savings on behalf of the American people, and unleashing and unlocking tremendous economic growth in our country. So the president has continued to work, has continued to have these conversations, and he will deliver this ultimately. And I've been in the House over a decade now, Dana. There's always some challenges getting bills through. We know how to work through those and get this done.
What if that ultimately means that this ends up going to a conference, meaning that you don't get a clean vote on what the Senate sent over, but now you get to the table where there's negotiation? It obviously creates more of a time and resource issue.
Well, all options are on the table, Shannon, and I think that's very important. We have a tremendous amount of options to make sure that, again, we can deliver these results for the American people. This is about the policy wins in this one big, beautiful bill. This is about securing the border. It's about cutting taxes. It's about, again, having American energy independence. It's about no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security. All of these key policy wins that the president ran and won on, we know it's so important to deliver those. That's why I'm proud to be back as chair of House Republican leadership. I know that every vote matters, and we will continue to pass this once-in-a-generation agenda to stand up for Main Street, small businesses, American farmers, and hardworking American families. So whether it's going to conference, whether it's passing this, we're going to continue to work to pass this budget today, but all options are on the table.
While we wait for this press conference, can we ask you about one other topic? Because the Democrats are likely to vote against the SAVE Act, which is the election integrity bill that you're trying to pass. Here is Hakeem Jeffries.
The SAVE Act is a voter suppression bill, and there will be strong Democratic opposition to it, just like there is unified Democratic opposition in the lawsuit that was filed against Donald Trump related to his unconstitutional and unlawful voter suppression executive order.
But do you expect that to pass in the House today?
Certainly, Republicans stand strongly for election integrity, and you just heard from Hakeem Jeffries. And make no mistake, Dana, House Democrats have the lowest approval rating ever, on record, ever in the history of the Democrat Party. The vast majority of Americans, over 80%, believe in election integrity and believe that illegals should not be able to vote. Hakeem Jeffries, who is from my home state in New York, Democrats in New York wanted illegals to be able to vote in municipal elections in New York City. We stood strongly, and we had a lawsuit that we were successful in suing because it was unconstitutional. Americans want safe and secure elections. That's why we're going to pass the SAVE Act, and that's why we passed that previously before. And Democrats are taking these terrible votes increasingly out of touch with the American people.
Elise Stefanik, thank you for joining us in your new role as the chairwoman of the conference. It's a pleasure to have you on. I'm sure we'll see more of you, and we'll stand by for this press conference.
Thanks,
Janet?
Dana.